Good Erev Shabbos. A good Erev Shabbos, everyone. We are here to turn our Friday into Erev Shabbos. There's no Friday, only Erev Shabbos, and we're grateful to our generous donor, our sponsor, for our Turn Friday into Erev Shabbos series, Mendy and Tzipora Fishman, Schus V'chai Rivka Bas Tzipora Freidel, in memory of our Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sachs, Rav Yaakov Tzvi Ben David Aryeh. And I want to come back to a thought I shared on the Parsha Shir this week and expand on it a little bit more, because there's a reference to Shabbos in our Parsha Mishpatim, whether you're listening Shabbos Parshas Mishpatim or any other time. The Torah tells us, 6 days do work. Ma'asecha, doesn't even say malachtecha, your work. Ma'asecha, you do you. Ma'asecha, what you have to do. Technology to do, travel, shop, exercise, work out, go, get done. Ma'asecha, do your ma'aseh. Uvayom hashvi, on the seventh day Tishbos. Seventh day comes, Shabbos comes, rest. Why? Now the Torah gives us what seems to be ostensibly a reason. On the seventh day, rest. L'man yanuach shorcha b'chamorecha v'yinafesh ben amascha v'hager. Torah says, what's the reason? So that you work 6 days, seventh day rest. Why? So your ox and your donkey will rest. L'man yanuach, so that they will rest. And Rav Druk in his Lavos Eish is bothered by a question. That's the tachlis of Shabbos? The reason that we rest on Shabbos, the reason we refrain from creative labor is so that our animal keeps Shabbos? So that our animal rests? L'man yanuach shorcha v'chamorecha? So that your ox and your donkey can rest? That's why you should keep Shabbos? That's what it's all about? Shabbos is for us. Shabbos is our day that we connect to Hashem. Our neshama is Yisera. Shabbos is not about our dog and our cat, our hamster and our lizard. It's not about our ox and our donkey. That makes no sense. So Rav Juk says a very beautiful thought, a very beautiful idea. He translates the pasuk and he says, Shabbos is not for your animal. Torah is not saying lema'an yanuach, so that your animal rests. The Torah is defining, it is describing the kind of Shabbos we should keep. Keep such a Shabbos. Transform and change the atmosphere of your home on Shabbos so much that your cat, that your dog will know that something different is going on. This isn't an ordinary weekday. This isn't Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The atmosphere, the energy in the home is different. The Shabbos environment, the Shabbos climate, the Shabbos atmosphere is so different. Your ox and your donkey, your cat and your dog, they'll notice it. They'll be able to sense it. There's something palpable, something almost tangible. The whole atmosphere has changed. So how do we do that? How do we change an atmosphere? When you put out a white tablecloth, already on Thursday night or Friday morning, the whole atmosphere has changed. The way we dress, we come to the Shabbos table, Shabbos clothing. Don't wear a robe, don't dress down. Put on a tishbekisha, put on a special beged for Shabbos, special Shabbos, before you go to sleep, Shabbos pajamas, Shabbos treats that you don't eat during the week, ices, candies, go through Parsha questions, the magazines, the books, what we read only on Shabbos, that's for Shabbos. Friday, the music that plays for Erev Shabbos. There are so many ways that we can change the atmosphere in the home by changing the tablecloth, changing the music playlist on Friday on the build-up, by changing what we dress, how we carry ourselves, by changing even things like our pajamas or our slippers or the treats or the candies or what we don't have all week long, but we might indulge a little bit on Shabbos, or the beverages. We can change the atmosphere. L'man yanuach shorcha v'chamorecha, so that our ox and our donkey can rest, not because that's the purpose and point of Shabbos, but that is the measure and metric. How do you know if you're really keeping Shabbos? Because if it's a Shabbos of just do's and don'ts, if it's a Shabbos of checklist Judaism, if it's a Shabbos that just play by the book, the laws, the 39 creative labor, the atmosphere doesn't change. You're just do's and don'ts, just a thing of laws and rules. But if you're really keeping Shabbos, if you're singing the song of Shabbos, if you're doing the dance of Shabbos, if your whole punim, if you're putting on your Pnei Shabbos in the Kabbalah, your Shabbos punim is changed, then your dog and your cat are going to say, this is no ordinary day. Something's different today. I sense it. I smell it. I hear it. I feel it. I see it. The Shabbos atmosphere. So, Chaver, this is my challenge to you. What can you do to change the Shabbos atmosphere in your home? How can it be that someone who walks in, or your cat and your dog who live there, Shorcha v'chamorecha, will know today must be Shabbos. Look at where they're dressed. Look at the smile on their face. Look at the light that's coming from them. Look at the lack of distraction. Look how present they are in their conversations and all that they're doing. This is a different day. The atmosphere is altogether different. I will tell you, and this will add on from the Parsha class, there's a beautiful insight of the Sfas Emes. Sfas Emes says, Laman Yanuach Shorcha v'chamorecha, is talking about the animal in us. All week long there's an animal. It is drive and craving and ambition. It's busy, it's distracted, it's advancing, it's progressing. All week long there's an animal in us. But the Zohar HaKadosh calls Shabbos Yama de Nishmasan. It's the day of the neshama. We have a neshama that is Yisera. Our neshama is on fire. Why? Because we have much more subjugated, we've much more shrunk our animal impulse, our animal soul. It's a Yom de Nishmasan. It's the day of the neshama. So this pasuk L'man Yanuach Shorcha v'chamorecha is not talking about the ox or the donkey or the cat or the dog in our home. It means the animal in us. Nourish and express the soul in you. And on Shabbos, the day of souls, the day of the expanded soul, the neshama Yisera, a little bit less of the animal soul, the animal impulse, the animal instinct, the animal anger, the animal arrogance, the animal envy, the animal reaction. It's a day, Yom HaNishmas, and it's a day of the neshama. It's not a day of the animal. So Laman Yanuach, let it rest. Let it rest your drive, your ambition. Let it rest your anger. Let it rest your animal in you. Laman Yanuach Shorcha v'chamorecha. It's a day that would let the animal in us rest. So Klal Yisrael need besoros tovos. We need to hear good things. Shabbos im lizok should be a Shabbos that we can let the animal rest. It should be a Shabbos that the atmosphere is transformed and changed, that even the animal can pick up on it. It should be a Shabbos which is me'ein olam haba, a Shabbos taste of the world to come.
Soy